Hello Stampin' Friends, this is Trina Brower here today with a video using up some of my very old designer series paper and a cute little stamp set that was in, I believe, the Sale-a-bration catalog January to March of 2020. This is called Little Ladybug, and there's coordinating dies with it, and I believe they were just called Ladybug dies. So anyways, cute stamp set. I haven't used it much, so it's time to use it. Let me put this to the side. This is the card we'll be making today, as just adorable. So we'll have some fun with this. I'm going to put this over to the side for right now. This is the designer series paper that I'll be using. They're 6x6. Believe it or not, this was called Love Blossoms. And this tells you how much back cardstock that I have that is old, that I need to definitely start using. This was in the January to May 31 occasions catalog in 2016. So this is 5 years old, which is ridiculous. So you're going to see a lot of this from now on anyways, but I wanted to show you the colors are beautiful. So I'm going to put this to the side and we'll get started. Sorry for my but here we go. Since this is the card we're going to be making today, I wanted to show you where I kind of got my idea from. This was something that I found on our Stampin' Up! Website, and it's a little bit similar to what we did the other day with the honeybee stamp set with the cards on that. This one we're going to do a little bit different, where you have the images with 2 strips of paper and just different how you laid it out on your card. Except I'll be using the Little Ladybug set. So here we go. Now let's have some fun. First of all, I've got everything cut. Of course, I have the 8.5 by 5.5 cardstock here for my card base, and this was in Cherry Cobbler. Oh, got that here. Let me put this down just a little bit. And then I have the Petal Pink, and this was cut at 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to just go ahead and put that on our card base. There we go. And I'm going to set it to the side for right now because I like to work on just the Whisper White cardstock before I actually adhere it to my card base, just in case I screw up. But you know, I never screw up, right? That never happens. So let's get started too with our some of our strips here. This is 1 by 3 3/4, and I'm just going to place it kind of like in the lower half of this card base. Let me move this out of the way temporarily so I can see a little bit better. And as you know, I'm not real big on measuring. I just kind of wing it. So we're gonna put this about right and about here, I think. That looks good. And I think I'm fairly straight. Straight enough for government work. Let's put it that way. Okay, our next 2 pieces these are going to be 1 by 3, so 1 inch by 3 inch. And once again, put my mono adhesive on, and then just kind of see about how much I'm going to want to leave in the middle so you can see that little bit of the leaf design. Oh, that looks pretty good. Sorry that my fingers are in the way. Put that one about here, put this one about there. And we're calling it good. Okay. Now we get to the fun part. Set this over here. First of all, I'm going to try and stamp, if I can do this and actually get it on straight. I'm going to take my Memento black ink and my little Thinking of You. Tap this up. See if I've got a good image. See if I can get this on fairly straight. If not, I'll be flipping it over and we'll be doing it again. Oh, pretty good. Happy with that. Okay, set this to the side. I'm going to put this to the side too before I lose it. Now we're going to use our little ladybugs. These guys are so cute. Okay. Are we having fun now? I always, whenever I ink up a stamp set, or a stamp, I make sure that I've got a pretty good image on my scratch paper. We're going to put him, yeah, we're going to put him about right here. Give it a second. Oh, good. Good job. Once again, maybe put this little guy over here, up a little higher maybe. Let's see what I did. Oh yeah, I'm happy with those. Okay. So let me move my ink out of the way before I end up with ink everywhere. And I was using the Memento Tuxedo Black with that. So let's pull out our Stampin' Blends. And today I'm using the Cherry Cobbler Light. And I've already also stamped our other little ladybug. And I went ahead and die cut it, so you all didn't have to watch me do that. And I'm gonna go ahead and kind of color this little guy in using my Cherry Cobbler Light of the Stampin' Blends. And we're not gonna do anything fancy here. I'm just gonna do some coloring in. Oops. Maybe try and be a little bit more careful, but you know how that goes. So, could use the pointed end. I usually like using the brush end, but today I seem to be a little bit off my coloring here. Okay, not too bad. He's still cute. I'll just kind of add a little bit more to him, make him look special. Okay. Now I'm going to take my Smoky Slate blends, and I'm going to use the dark of the Smoky Slate. And this time I am going to use the fine tip pen. And just going to kind of color in here. And the same with his little hands in the dark and his little feet. And then I'll use the lighter Smoky Slate to color in his body here. He's a male ladybug, since I keep calling him a he, right? And once again, let's take the Cherry Cobbler in the dark, and let me color in the other guys too. Touch up a few places here that are kind of bugging me. And I can be a little bit less worried. I've got a little bit more to work with here. But like I said, this is a stamp set from 2020 and it's hardly seen ink. So once again, you're going to see a lot of retired stuff coming out, and hopefully y'all will pull out your own retired images and take a second look at them and try and use them. Or if not, find something that's similar. Maybe you got a different type of little bug or a dragonfly or something, and try and do the same thing, just using different images. And once again, I'm going to have my darker Smoky Slate and color in their little hands and feet. And there we go. Okay. Now comes the easy part. Let me move all this. We're gonna attach this to our card base. Get it lined up here pretty good. Looks pretty good. I see some ragged edges on my petal pink. I need to clean my cutter and also probably change the blade. It's probably about time to be doing that. I'm going to take my Thinking of You. I'm going to go ahead and adhere that kind of right in the middle. And then find whatever black dots that you have. And I'm going to put a couple on there. Now, this one I cut a little bit bigger. I never know what size I'm going to end up cutting, but I believe this one was cut at 1.5 by 1 3/4, if I remember correctly. So I kind of just figure out what my sentiment's going to be, and then accordingly is what I kind of cut the cardstock to. This. And then this guy's going to get some mini dimensionals. I'll pop him up a little bit. Should have music or something on in the background. That'll be my next project with my video. We're going to have music in the background. Have to decide what type it'll be. All right. And I'm just going to place him just about right here. That looks pretty good. Maybe up just a little bit so it doesn't interfere with my thinking of you. And there we go. There's our quick card for today. Let me show you a couple of others that I made using the same design, but once again, switching things around like this one has, different directions and that type of thing. So let me show you the other cards that I've done. So here's another one now where I've put the strip kind of right in the middle, and these two strips now are going vertical. Same with my sentiment, and just one little guy up here, and then a little bit of bling there. Now this one is pretty different altogether. This one, once again, I've made this one going horizontal. The card is going horizontal. My strip's going to end right here. They're all the same dimensions, and have them going this way. And this time I took the flower from that same stamp set and kind of did that. Took my blends, once again, using Petal Pink and Cherry Cobbler, and blended the flowers on there, and then added this cute little ladybug with the flower in their hand. So anyways, those are my 3 cards for today. Hope this inspired you to get into your stash and maybe use up some designer series paper that you have that's old, hopefully not as old as mine is. And even though I've used a few of these, that didn't really make a dent in that Love Blossoms designer series paper. So I'll have to be working with that some more. But thank you for watching. If you ever need to get hold of me, you can always reach me once again at Trena Brower, Stampin'Up.net, Trena Brower at Gmail, or my Facebook, Trena's Thinking Inkin, or TrenaBrower.wordpress.com. It's been fun. Hope you enjoyed this quick little video, and I'll see you next time. Keep stamping and scrapping. Bye-bye.